Hello and welcome to Scholar Coaching. If you'd also like to participate, follow the link below and access the replay inbox. In there, go ahead and drop your replay file, ball chasing link, or YouTube video of you playing your preferred game mode, and mention your competitive rank or 6-man's rank if possible. If any of this doesn't make any sense to you while watching the video, feel free to follow up on my Scholar School of Learning series in my video playlist. We go over all the basic ideas and general rotations that are talked about in these replay analysis. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy. Boop, boop, boop. He got himself, I don't even know who Shaka Ron is, honestly, off the top of my head. But he is RS Season 3, so that's cool. See how he plays with this RS Pro from back in the day. Little chip, tries to follow it. Flip. Alright, I love that you get the corner boost here. I like your line onto the wall here to read this. You could get a little more vertical here maybe and turn up or something. But either way, decent first touch. You don't really follow through. I'd recommend carrying your momentum through that or slowing down for the first touch. So that way it's a softer touch to begin with. But overall, you just end up, this ball ends up running away from you because you hit the brakes after the touch. That's not really when you want to do that. High up the wall, you got to keep momentum with it, keep that drag, and then get underneath it for the flip and so on. Overall though, good job on the shot. There's that one in. Oh, that's almost free? Close. If he had the line, he just missed it. The dive here is relatively risky, but you do take a good line on this. I like how you're coming in from slightly on his inside, cutting off his flick on net, and then all you really got to do is just make sure that you jump either a little bit earlier and then flip earlier so you're ahead of him. So in this case, it would be a little bit earlier of a jump and then trying to line up so you can diagonal flip into him into the sidewall and dunk him. But really, I'd recommend staying a little bit lower and then even just like a fake turn and shadow to start to make him, and if he flicks, you can still defend it. Or keeping your later jump so you can just flip through him and carry that momentum through might be better for the 50. I think that if you're really close to this, really, if you're going to keep on diving these for these challenges, you're doing a decent job, and at this rank, it is very possible. Continue playing with it, figure out what's working for you, but as a default, if you're getting beat on these challenges in the future, which is going to be very likely and will happen to you, get used to faking into the midfield, fake challenge, go to the midfield, cut it off the shot, and then start a shadow back to get it into the corner here, because he'll probably flick to this corner by himself anyway, and then now you can just turn in and engage that from the corner for free like Shakaron's doing, but instead, Shakaron would be chasing this ball off the 50 rather than needing you to do it, right? And he'd be there much quicker because he already rotated back. Pop, you wait, over. Try to bulk him off here and see how comfortable Shaka is. So bulk him off as you're coming down, because you're not planning to challenge this. I know you're shadow, but you're not planning to challenge it. Bulk him off. Oh, he's inside the net. A little awkward, facing out. Okay, if this goes towards the net, I'll jump up and get it, but if he drops it in the midfield, I'll leave to Shaka, right? Now you can make that decision. Bulk him back on. Oh, he's dropped in the midfield. I wait. Right? Now you just push in casually, grab your 12s, you're not turning away, you're facing the play. Now you continue your momentum down, and if it plays out into midfield here, or if it freezes, or if it bubbles over and a little away from that 50, instead of you coming in late and trying to engage from here, you're already on the shot on both these ends, and you're there much, much quicker. Anyway, you push down now. The flip forward here in twos is okay. It's not a big deal. They're at a really big, awkward angle, so there's really no danger with it, and you have to play for your second man if that's what you're aiming for. Alright, similar kind of thing here, right? Your last man back, you have to block or get a force on re-hit. You have to get him into the corner so you can re-engage, or you got to block him on his touch here or engage him, right? Initially, the first thing you did in this game was you went for a really big dunk. That dunk was pretty successful. I'll give it to you, right? But here's the kind of thing. If you're not ready to dunk or read this guy, because he's already got the touch of the ball and you're really far back, then you need to be ready to double jump and get him into that corner, or you need to get ready to, fake and shadow back in some way, right? You can't be really awkward on this. You have to be ahead of his play. So I'd recommend here, with how far back you are and how much good your line is, right? If you just take your time here, then turn in facing him, chip your vertical, you got to force him low. He has to play it into you. You dunk him, or in the same way, you can keep a little bit more momentum, right? So keep on driving forward a little bit, then stop in vertical, and then get your boost going forward. You can match him on this 50 right here, dunk him, 100%. I really think you're getting a vertical here, and playing for that vertical is really strong when you know he has that first touch and you know he's going to beat you. Also, these 2v2 replays are saving me. The last two 3v3s I had to do, I was just getting so tilted at watching people overstep third mans. This is like a nice, refreshing thing to do a replay analysis over. Cut, chip, hook. Nice try, down, good 50. You can get that ball control a little bit better in the future. Keep on working on those. You got it. I like the idea. You're 100% there, and you recovered back into a 50, which is really strong. Good demo. You fake. Fair. He has a bad shot, so it's good to fake that. You need to get this next touch, though. When you fake this, right? Try to fake in midfield here. I'm going to recommend that again, right? Into midfield. And then turn in directly, beat them, dust them, and clear this out, right? Get that in front of them. And if you end up feeling really awkward, right? When you're turning in midfield, and you're like, oh, he's going to beat me. Well, now you're ahead of the play in front of his shot, so he has to shoot into you, rather than shooting away from you where you might not be able to catch up to it because the ball moves faster than the car, right? You might be able to have a better line. Or in the same way, you might be like, oh, he's going to block my shot. I got to take it into the corner. But right now, he wants to take it to the net. You're forcing him into the net right now with this position. And it makes him feel more comfortable shooting it rather than putting it in the corner for a dribble. Anyway, good try though. I like the fake idea, just better execution. Be confident as well. You still could have turned in with your angle as well to get that chip over him. If you're just a bit more confident, you could have read it, you could have had it. It's also a difficult challenge to make those, so I understand if you do want to shout it back. But if you do want to shout it back or you do want to cut off the shot after the fact, then make sure you take the midfield. It'll get you better defensive opportunities in that play. Leaving. Corner. Okay. Was this corner boost just taken by your teammate? Is that what happened? Bang. Yeah, he's taking that corner. Okay, good awareness. You put huge trust on him. You get around anyway. If this was flicked on net, it's really dangerous. So here's what I'm going to recommend. I recommend not flipping so close to the net, but instead flipping out this way, then turning in as you land. So you can turn in quicker and gauge this. That way if they shoot it and it gets shot on net, you're here just that little bit quicker. That'll get you the save. And if your teammate dunks while you're turning back here and so on, you'll be able to turn back in, grab the corner boost, and then push up with him after the fact because he dunked it and got the win, right? But if he loses it, you're back into net faster, getting that save. You only need those 2 to 3 pads that you already collected because you're doing really good on the boost management there. So you already got the 2 to 3 pads you need to defend it. Just be ready to defend it. Get that save. In the same way here, you could also, starting from here, identify your teammate, flip behind him with a half flip, then grab the 12 here on your way through, wait for the shot, boom, push through, bang, and do your best to save this at the end so you can roll through and get the corner boost here as well, and then break through. And that's another option you definitely have. Bump. Oh. Okay. Scared me a little bit. I'm gonna trust that you had this. I'm just a little scared. That's all. Maybe the bump there threw off your car. I don't know. Something. I'll give it that it threw off. I imagine that you wanted to get possession of that better, going to the sidewall or something. Maybe you were trying to fake it. I just didn't know where the opponent was, and they could have been midfield for all I knew. And so I don't like that you took it to midfield without checking where the opponent was or identifying them. But I'll just let it roll for now. Okay, this is kind of similar to what I was talking about with apathy next a second ago. You bang to your teammate. He has this play. He either passes to you on this first touch or he doesn't, right? This doesn't look like a pass. It looks like a reset. Looks like a solo play. Good that you're turning out, but don't turn back in. Turn away. Go back to net. Get your 12 out here. Wrap back in. He's going to have the touch anyway. He's clearing. Now you're direct in and you try to engage it if you want, similar to your already set line. But because you're farther back, you can also read, or you'll be in a situation where you know you're getting dusted, right? He's beating me. I'll just wait. Bang, he tops it. You can intercept that pass or be ready in net and so on. Clear it out to Shaka. Yeah, little bits options there. Overall, your challenge was decent. It could definitely be stronger. You could use boost earlier as well to get up that wall a bit quicker. Maybe you can dust him. Damn, no unfortunate there. But really, it's just a high-risk, high-reward kind of thing. You have to play that really, really well perfectly to get that to win. I'd almost recommend just going for a safer play considering it was a tied game. Push in, you get your corner. Yeah, a couple of drops of the walls here. You're definitely very awkward on these high walls. Start getting some training packs opened up on these. Start working on getting these controls and focus and do it without unlimited boost. That might be part of the problem is that you might be doing this with unlimited boost. Do it with, Bacchus mod 88 max. Do it with 88. You have to either collect a pad to get 100 or you have to make it do with 88, which is what's going to be similar to in a lot of these scenarios. But yeah, get comfortable with those, right? You're not banging too well for those clears. You're not getting control of them. You keep on dropping those wall hits. I'd recommend highly working on those in training packs. Yeah, a little aggressive here. but this is an okay aggression if it went a little bit softer. You make sure you turn out a little bit more here, or overall just take your time to let this get ahead of you. If Riet shoots, you can always get ahead of this, so I wouldn't be afraid to take your time on this. In the same way, if you go a little bit more ahead, then jump after the bouncing ceiling, you still dust this guy, and you might be able to get a better line to hit this onto their side for rebound, or onto their side back to Shaka as he's coming around and shooting, right? Opportunities might arise, or you can double tap or something off sidewall. You go quick. I like that you're confident for the quickness, and it's good that you do that in ranked so you can build confidence and practice with it, but just make sure that you're overall making the best touches possible, and when you're aggressive, you do know when to pull out or when to readjust, right? Because that aggressive line there just put you a little too far off from getting a really comfortable hit. Nice play after the fact, though. You kept good pressure, and your teammate ended up sinking a good shot. Grab your corner, you leave. You bail, that's fine. Shaka bailed too. He didn't really pass you, something you could have done. You let him have it, that's good. Good awareness. They drop. You wait for shot and pinch. Okay, decent choice. In the same way here, when you're coming in, your teammate is coming from down the wall. You could just stop right here and wait for his touch, right? And then if he whiffs, you're available. And then as it goes up, now you're facing it from here. Oh, he got intercepted. You just wait, and you can jump up and you can intercept it, or you can try to meet him on the ground and pinch it with him on the ground, because if you just place your... most of these ground pinches, if you just place your car right here, it's going to pinch off of you with it. It's just going to go flying towards the round net. It's really funny. So ground pinches, it's great to push in with those and why not make that happen. But at the same time, you repositioning here is a safe idea. I'm not against it. I'm pretty with it, especially with where you started. Just a way that you might be able to counter that a little bit more reliably or to get that pushed in earlier. Two Cool Ninjas, this is 1700 GC3 range. Bang, you push in. A little bit of a soft fake, soft challenge. Almost there. I like that you're boosting here this turnout. Do your best to get a little bit quicker on that turn, or like not quicker, but keep that turn max turned in. And if you need to, flip in to dunk a little bit or whatnot. Try to get yourself out of that demo range. But you still force them into corners, so you did do your bare minimum, and I'd say that's pretty good. Coming into this, similar ideas the second, right? If you're not pushing in for a pass or your teammate can't pass to you, right? You've already bailed on the pass. So why push in so aggressively, right? You don't need to boost here. Just drive. Just drive. Chill. Right? Take your time. Let him clear this. Bang! Right? Now you're up from back here. Very accessible. Very easy. You just got to beat Shaka. You got to beat Rhea. It's very easy to do. In the same way, you could also be able to... You might say, oh, Rhea's beating me. You go back to net. He bangs off your corner for no reason. You jump up. You intercept him here. That's still not enough for you. You just wait back. He's going to drop the ball on the ground there. Right for you. Right? Perfect. Either way. Taking that wide line here could get you a lot more defensive opportunities. You already bailed on your teammate's passable opportunity, so you may as well just play that defensive mindset. So we're saying to apathy in the previous replay, you know, as it comes through, you really just want to go ahead and make sure that you commit to your position. If you're playing a defensive position, defensive mindset. If you're playing an aggressive position, aggressive mindset, and so on. And that's going to be half of making sure that everything works for you. You want to be confident and make it happen, right? Again here, right, this is a defensive position. You're rotating back, you're getting this boost. You're all the way out. If this guy whiffs, it's still free. If he hits it, he's dusting you. So there's no point to jump right now. If he whiffs, it's an open net. You're just driving, right? Don't jump here. Don't flip. You just want to drive. Don't jump. And then that way, you can... Give me flag. Here we go. That way, if he hits it and you see he's hitting it, you just turn out right now. And then you're already farther back ahead of it, you're in, and you engage with a much better line, or you're farther out, and you're right here. And so when he clears it, you're up, and you get it off to the corner, you're just fine, you save it. But yeah, you need a little more control on that one. And and again, you chose a defensive position, focus on a defensive mindset, wait for his clear. Wait for his advantage. If he whiffs it, it's still free, and you can come in later. Nice flick. What a shot. Almost. Again, defensive. Like, you're getting the goal, and that's great. But this guy should dust you. Like, flat out, Riet here. Look at this guy. All he did was make a bad double jump burial. You were dusted. You know what I mean? Like, you were completely dusted. Flick. He goes back around. He fucked up his double jump burial. He jumped too early. He didn't line it up. You know, messed up there. And you get a free goal out of it, right? Which is great that you punished it, but look how far back you are. You should have been dusted on this, and then as you're coming in, if you want to come in aggressive, just save the jump for later. He messed up, jump here at the end, and just shoot it at the last second, right? You're hitting it from here, and you only need to get some power on it. You don't need to get good power. You can jump from here and just chip it at the end, right? And even lob it a little bit, and it'll still go in. It'll still be free, because then Shock can still go for a demo. But even then, the other guy's just nowhere to be seen. So this is an easy goal. And then if you got beat to it, you're not going to turn around because you're flying, right? You can't turn around. allow yourself that turnaround time in case they get that, because Riet, he was dusting you, man. 100% dusting. I like the cheat, good 50. You go for this corner boost still, interesting. Coming from behind him, go for the demo. Okay, I like the demo, actually. Little trick here to help with demos. On the offensive side here, when you're rotating back, you're already ahead of his line here by staying neutral. Just continue going into him and then turn into him at the end, because you'll be outpacing him. And then you'll go into his line, giving you more time to overall intersect. There'll be more intersecting time here where you get that demo opportunity. If you commit full in by turning left here and then turning right and trying to make it happen, aiming directly at him, you're not going to get it. Aim ahead of him. And then if he lets it bounce, now he's going to go even slower to the next hit, less power, less whatever. And also, if he has to wait for the bounce and whatnot because he has to stop because you just drive through him, you turn back in and now you have a chance to 50 him and keep the pressure on their side. Then your teammates in, well, they have an extension out here. This guy's out of play. Your teammate's here. He shoots it. It's a free goal, right? So, of these demos, don't aim at him. Just aim ahead. If you slow him down, if you make him more awkward, that's a benefit. It's all, you already got what you wanted out of that demo opportunity. You don't have to get the actual kill. You really only need to make them awkward. You beat him. Nice. Not really nice on the follow-up and first touch, but you do get a recovery into it. It'd been really chill if you just chipped it, right? So like you could chip it, it'd bounce here like this, and you could drift turn on that chip, and then boost and pre-flip into the shot here if you want, or start boosting, jump, and then use your flip to get the shot at the end. At the same way, when you hit this, it'd be nice if you wanted to hit it, roll it up the wall, and then land somewhere you can follow through. A high jump, and then pre-flipping into it from the high side to pinch it and roll, and then you land sooner and keep the momentum sooner, rather than landing on the middle of the wall, will help you keep better momentum without burning a lot of boost, right? You lose a lot of that momentum when you slam against the wall here. But if you land it on the ground first by starting high, then going low, right? And chipping it, now you clear that momentum a lot smoother, and there's a less jagged line, meaning that you keep higher momentum. And you use less boost to catch up to this ball again, and also probably get to that extra. Either way, though, I like the idea. The idea is there. You went for a solo play into a pass, get it over both of them. Could have been really effective, very close to being very effective. And I'm pretty much with it. Come down, take that 50. Roll in. Okay, you can engage again. Your teammate could really be anywhere right now. Once you turn away, you might confuse him. So it's, if you're waiting on this, turn your ball cam off, flick your camera. Oh, it's awkward. Ball cam back on again, right? And then go up the backboard like you do anyway and re-engage that. And you can always re-engage that a little bit later while taking the time to check your teammate. Because what if he was jumping for that from back post, right? What if he wasn't awkward? What if he was waiting for the failure the whole time? And I'm going to go into this position right now because we may as well. But like imagine if he started right here waiting for you to win. He's like, oh, he's at disadvantage, facing, in. Right? He goes up to challenge this for you right here, and then now it's a double commit because he didn't expect you to turn it. He thought you were leaving, right? Because he saw you turn around. And that could be a really awkward position. You go to net first, wait for the 50, nice. He gets the flick, ooh. Careful about grabbing sidewalls when you're trying to engage things from your side of the field. You generally want to just do it from close to the wall, and that way, if you do need to jump off or whatnot, you can turn, jump, and dunk it rather than needing to jump, double jump off or side flip off the wall, which can end up giving you less overall change of distance. You won't be able to reach all that range. And your car's pretty fat in the beginning of this, so you can go ahead and just face this straight down from the net here and just push straight through. And if you do that with bigger confidence and just blow right through on that, you probably would have dunked him too. I could have been a go for them, honestly. Amazing it wasn't. Well, that's the end of that game. Good shit. Good game.